Now, this is the part 2 of our story on Chiamaka and Nneoma. Chiamaka thought that she had finally escaped the wrath of Nneoma. She had stopped visiting the mysterious spirit and had begun to focus on her studies and helping for her family. Her hair, once a symbol of her vanity, had begun to fall out, and she had accepted that it as a punishment for her past actions. And as time passed, strange things began to happen to Chiamaka. She would find strands of her hair on her pillow, and her scalp would itch uncontrollably. She tried to brush it off as mere coincidence, but deep down, she knew something was wrong. The old man who had helped Chiamaka defeat Nneoma sensed that something was wrong. He now visited Chiamaka's family and warned them of the impending doom. He said, "Nneoma's curse will not be easily broken, oh, and Chiamaka must make amends for her past actions." Chiamaka's family struggled to cope with her illness. Her mother spent countless hours by her bedside praying for her recovery. Her father worked tirelessly to provide for the family, but the stress took a toll on his health. Chiamaka's younger siblings missed their sister's bright smile and playful laughter. They would often sit outside her room, listening to her as she struggled to breathe and wondering when she's going to recover. Nneka, who had once been Chiamaka's friend, visited her during her illness. As they talked, Nneka revealed her own past experiences with Nneoma. "I was once like you, Chiamaka," Nneka said. "I sought beauty and power at any cost, but I learned the hard way that true beauty comes from within." The old man, who had been watching over Chiamaka, revealed his own backstory. He had once been a powerful sorcerer, but he had abandoned his powers to help those in need. "I've seen many like you, Chiamaka," the old man said, "young women who seek power and beauty at any cost. But I'm here to tell you that it's not really worth it." Nneoma's powers grew stronger, causing chaos in the village. Crops began to wither and die, and many of the villagers fell ill. The village elder called upon the old man to help defeat Nneoma once and for all. When the old man came, he said, "I will do everything within my power to stop Nneoma, but I must tell you the truth. The battle ahead will be a very tough one." And while the old man was speaking, a loud rumble of thunder shook the village. The skies darkened and a fierce storm began to brew. The villagers ran for cover, seeking shelter from the torrential rain. Chiamaka, who had been watching from her window, felt a chill run down her spine. She knew that Nneoma's powers were growing stronger, and she feared for the safety of her family and friends. The storm raged on for hours, causing destruction and chaos throughout the village. Trees were uprooted, homes were destroyed, and the villagers were left to pick up the pieces. As the storm subsided, the villagers emerged from their homes, surveying the damage. The old man stood tall, his eyes fixed on the horizon. "We must prepare for the worst," he said. "Nneoma's powers will only continue to grow stronger. We must find a way to stop her before it's too late." Chiamaka's friends and classmates turned against her. They would mock her and call her names, saying that she was cursed. Chiamaka tried to ignore them, but their words cut deep. One day, as Chiamaka was walking through the village, she saw her former friends gathered near the market. They were laughing, but when they saw Chiamaka, their expressions turned cold. "Look at her," one of them sneered. She has lost her beauty and her hair. She's nothing but a shadow of her former self." Chiamaka felt tears prick at the corners of her eyes. She tried to walk away, but her former friends followed her, taunting her with cruel words. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, Nneoma appeared, her eyes blazing with anger. "You should have stayed loyal to me, Chiamaka," she hissed. "You will pay the price for your betrayal and disloyalty." Chiamaka stood tall, refusing to back down. She said, "I will never go back to you, Nneoma. I will never again in my life seek power and beauty at the expense of others. Nneoma's face twisted with rage. "We will see about that," she spat, before disappearing into the air. Chiamaka's family discovered her secret and confronted her. They were angry and hurt, feeling that Chiamaka had betrayed their trust. "We thought you were better than this, Chiamaka," her mother said, with tears streaming down her face. "We thought you knew better." Chiamaka's father was so furious. "How could you do this to us, Chiamaka?" he thundered. "We gave you everything, and this is how you repay us?" Chiamaka felt a deep sense of shame and regret. She knew that she had let her family down and she didn't know how to make things right. "I'm sorry," she said, tears streaming down her face. "I was blinded by my own vanity. Think how my actions will affect you." Her family looked at her, their expressions softening. They saw the remorse in her eyes, and they knew that she was truly sorry. "We forgive you, Chiamaka," her mother said, "but you must promise us that you will never again seek power and beauty at the expense of others." Chiamaka nodded, tears of gratitude streaming down her face. "I promise," she said, "I will never again make the same mistake." The village elder, a wise and kind woman, visited Chiamaka's family. She offered words of wisdom and guidance, helping them understand Chiamaka's actions. "Chiamaka is not a bad person," the village elder said. "She is simply misguided, but we must help her find her way." The village elder spoke of the importance of forgiveness and understanding. She reminded Chiamaka's family that they had made all that they all made mistakes in the past, and that it was never too late to make amends. "We must support Chiamaka on her journey towards redemption," the village elder said. "We must help her find her way and to become the person she was meant to be." Chiamaka's family nodded with determination in their eyes. They knew they had a long journey ahead of them, but they were willing to support Chiamaka every step of the way. The village elder smiled, her eyes twinkling with warmth. "I am proud of you all," she said. "You are showing the true meaning of family and love." As the village elder spoke, Chiamaka felt a sense of peace wash over her. She knew that she still had a long way to go, but with the support of her family and the village elder, she felt hopeful for the first time in months. Chiamaka began her journey towards redemption. She started by helping those in need, using her skills to assist the elderly and sick. As she walked, Chiamaka began to realize the error of her ways. She saw that true beauty came from within, and that seeking power and beauty at any cost was not really worth it. One day, while Chiamaka was visiting a sick elderly woman, she met a young girl who was still struggling to care for her ailing mother. Chiamaka offered to help, and together they worked tirelessly to nurse the mother back to health. As they worked, Chiamaka saw the young girl's selflessness and kindness. She realized that true beauty was not about physical appearance, but about the goodness in one's heart. And with that realization, Chiamaka's journey towards redemption began. She knew that it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to make things right. Nneoma, enraged by Chiamaka's newfound wisdom, appeared to her in a final confrontation. "You think you can defeat me, Chiamaka?" Nneoma sneered. "I am the most powerful spirit in the land." Chiamaka stood tall, her heart filled with courage. "I am not afraid of you, Nneoma," she said. "I know that true beauty comes from within." Nneoma's face twisted with rage. "We'll see about that," she spat, before summoning a fierce storm to destroy Chiamaka. But Chiamaka was not alone. Her family and friends stood by her, shielding her from the storm's fury. Together, they chanted ancient prayers and performed sacred rituals, calling upon the spirits to aid them in their battle against Nneoma. And as they did, the storm began to subside, and Nneoma's powers began to wane. The final battle between Chiamaka and Nneoma began. The two enemies clashed in a spectacular display of magic and willpower. Chiamaka's family and friends fought alongside her, using their own unique skills and abilities to aid her in the battle. But Nneoma was not easily defeated. She summoned all her powers, unleashing a fierce blast of magic that sent Chiamaka flying across the room. Chiamaka struggled to get back on her feet, but Nneoma was relentless. She summoned wave after wave of magic, each one more powerful than the last. But Chiamaka refused to give up. She drew upon every last ounce of strength and courage, using all her skills and abilities to fight back against Nneoma. And slowly but surely, the tide of the battle began to turn. Nneoma's powers began to wane, and Chiamaka began to grow. In the end, Chiamaka emerged victorious, her newfound wisdom and courage proven to be too much for Nneoma. And as the dust settled, Chiamaka stood tall, her heart filled with pride and her spirit renewed. She looked around her family and friends, who were all smiling and cheering for her. "Thank you," she said, her voice filled with gratitude. "Thank you for standing by me, supporting me on my journey." And with that, Chiamaka's journey towards redemption came full circle. She had faced her fears and overcome them, and she had emerged stronger and wiser as a result. The villagers, who had once shunned Chiamaka, now praised her for her courage and determination, and Chiamaka, knowing that she had finally found redemption, smiled and walked away, ready to start her new life. Years passed, and Chiamaka became a respected and beloved member of the community. She used her experiences to help others, sharing her story and warning against the dangers of seeking power and beauty at any cost. The villagers looked up to Chiamaka as a role model as she continued to inspire and motivate them. One day, a young girl approached Chiamaka seeking advice on how to deal with the pressures of societal beauty standards. Chiamaka smiled, remembering her own struggles. "True beauty comes from within," she said. "Don't let anyone or anything make you feel otherwise." The young girl nodded, looking relieved. "Thank you, Chiamaka," she said. "You are an inspiration." Chiamaka's heart swelled with pride and gratitude. She knew she had finally found her true purpose in life, to help others and spread the message of self-love and acceptance. And so Chiamaka's journey came full circle. She had faced her fears, overcame her flaws and emerged stronger and wiser. She had found redemption and she had found her true purpose. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's entirely free to subscribe to our channel to get more. And let's not forget, the story that you just watched is the continuation of the first part of the series. If you are here to watch the part 1 of this story, click on the channel icon so you can check the other video and other videos and stories that we've shared on this channel. And don't forget to hit the like button too, so as to let us know that you really enjoyed the story, and drop a comment in case you would like us to do another video story on the part 3 of this series. Kindly let us know in the comments by type part 3. And if you don't like something about this video or this story, let us know. Feel free to let us know in the comments. We won't judge you. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye for now.